Welcome. My name is Helio Pereira, and I am the head of business development at Bixtech. Today, I would like to talk about the agentic era, and talk about Anthropic's roadmap. But honestly, calling it a roadmap doesn't do it justice. It's more like a schedule. There are things moving, and I'd like to walk us through point by point and explain why it matters right now. Well, the thesis is that the core idea that Anthropic isn't just training better models, they're building the actual infrastructure for the agentic era. And that's a different game. And once you see it that way, everything they're doing starts to make a lot more sense. So, what's already in motion? I'm going to talk about five things. First, the MCP, the Universal Standard for AI Agents. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol and is an open standard created by Anthropic that defines how AI models connect to external tools, data sources, and services. Now, there is Claude Code for Enterprise, which is an agentic tool designed for large scale software development. And by the way, Accenture is training 30,000 people on it. Amazing. Then there is the Governance and Compliance Suite. That's the part that takes care of guardrails, controls, and other security stuff like that. Then there is Claude Work that makes it possible for agents to work alongside different teams. And lastly, the skills marketplace of reusable capabilities, reusable abilities that you create. And this is not a wish list, it's shipping. Now, MCP, it's really interesting. Before MCP, every tool needed its own integration, became expensive, fragile, impossible to scale, really. Now, with MCP, there is one standard. Everything connects through it. Clean, it's auditable, is revocable by design. Think of it as USB-C, but for AI. Now, just using AI is no longer a competitive advantage. We all know that. The bar is too low. So companies that win are already operating inside this new architecture, and everyone else is spending time chasing a target that keeps moving. In practice, I would like to show you an application called Spire. This is an application developed from scratch at Bixtech. It's been used internally by us and by our clients as well. And it was built entirely using the infrastructure that we just talked about. As a people ops application, it manages team health metrics. It cross-references OKRs with one-on-one logs, drafts tailored agendas, and all within permissions, all waiting for human approval. This is not a demo. It actually running. I can do things like ask via chat Spire to look at my past performance valuations and create a personal development plan just by talking. So these applications are moving to a conversational interface with all the safeguards and all the scalability that Anthropic's infrastructure allows us to do. It's really cool. That's where Spire really gets impressive. It already runs as an MCP server today. Claude, Cursor, Claude Code, they all connect via OAuth 2.1, which is a security tool that has best practices for mandatory protocol that defines how applications act with each other and with each user's exact permissions. There's no custom integration. They're just plug in. So the real enterprise fear isn't replacement, it's trust. Now, MCP with OAuth 2.0 solves it. It has scoped access, everything is audited, it's revocable in one click, it's not a promise on a slide, it's a property of the protocol. Are you already using this architecture? Every improvement Anthropic ships lends for free. Are you a late mover? You may be spending time to close a gap that keeps growing. Decisions made now compound over 5 years. Take a look. So, architecture decisions made today do not just solve today's problems, they accumulate. So, platforms already inside this new agentic architecture grow with every advance automatically, while late movers spend resources closing a gap that keeps moving. So, by year 5, the difference is not incremental, it's structural. The compounding has already started, and there is still time to be on the right side. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.